Hello, BookTube, and I'm here with a bit of a TBR for an event that's happening in June. And that's June on the Range, created by Michael K. Vaughan. And there's a number of us that are hosts of it. And for better or for worse, I'm a host this year again. Now, um, it might be a little over optimistic for me to make such a TBR compared to because of my sort of conditions and reading ability at the moment, which is at the moment it's very diminished. But I'll give it a go, and it's not beyond what I can normally do, so and things are beginning to get a little better. So hopefully by June, they are back to my normal. Fingers crossed and knock on wood. Last year, I focused on a couple things. I focused on short stories of Clifford Simak that he wrote he wrote 14 uh, Western short stories, and 12 of them have been published so far. The last two will be published this year, and one of them will be published during the mid to late June. And that volume, the volume 13 of his collected works, has been ordered for me and as a gift. So that's really nice. So if that comes in time and on the date that is promised, then I'll have one of those. But also two dime novels I wanted to continue. And last year I started reading some The Steam Man of the Plains, and I'm going to continue with two more stories out of here, and they're short, so that should be no problem at all. There's two in here, and then a bit longer. There's two in here, but they are larger print in this volume, so that should be good. And then also I've got four by Ned Buntline, and they're in this book here. And as I say, there's four in here, and this book is only 400 pages long, so we're talking 100 pages per book, so that these should be no problem at all. And there's what do we have in here? We've got Buffalo Bill, the King of Bordermen, or The Wildest and Truest Tale I've Ever Told. Hazel Eye, the Girl Trapper, A Tale of a Strange Young Life. The Minor Detective, or The Ghost of the Gulch. And then Wild Bill's Last Trail. So, and then there's quite a bit of sort of introductory material as well. So I'm looking forward to these. But that's not all. I have been reading this year, and I'm behind now. But I've been reading the Louis L'Amour Sackett series. So I thought I'd try to catch up with that and do four of those this for June. And I'm behind with Jubal Sackett. This is the longest one, I think, out of these, and this is 300. It's less than 350 pages, so it's not that long, but that's the longest. And then we've got Ride the River, and that's fairly short. That's like less than 200 pages. Then The Daybreakers, and again, that'll be less than 200 pages. It should be, or just 204 pages, but I bet it starts on page, so just over 200 pages for The Daybreakers. Lando, and that's definitely under 200 pages. That's like 100, well, it's not even 160 pages. So these should be no problem at all. But also for Roger's Cheap Old Book Club is Zane Grey, The Lone Star Ranger. That's 330 pages. And so I thought, well, I do have other Zane Greys. So I thought and most of these I think I've read before. The Last Trail, and again, that's 250 pages. Wildfire, 340 pages, give or take. So they're not big books. And then Riders of the Purple Sage, this is probably one of his biggest books, or best known. And that's, again, 350 pages. So, in essence, it'll be Zane Grey once a week, Louis L'Amour once a week, a Ned Buntline novel, even though it's 100 pages or so, once a week, and a Steam Man of the Plains once a week. So four books once a week. And under my normal reading, that's only four days reading, so I it shouldn't be too bad. But as I say, I'll put it down as a TBR. If I don't get to it, well, I'll give it a try. So it's not beyond possibilities, because I do have a few other things to read during the month. But I'm going to be concentrating, or at least I had planned on concentrating on solely westerns. But there's a few other things. There's my usual, like, one book a week that I've been reading. So again, that's a day and a half reading. So it's all doable for the month. But anyway, that's my TBR, and fingers crossed that I will be able to do it, and that my reading slump at the moment which is getting better. It is getting better, so fingers crossed. But yeah, if you're joining in, what are you reading for June on the Range? And I will list the other candidates for the hosts that are known at the moment. There might be more that will be added, but I will add the ones that I know at the moment. Thank you, BookTube.